bend over to you. Okay, I'm going to take first-time callers to the bottom of the next hour. And here's the problem. I got hundreds of articles. They're all worse than the next. But here's the deal. Google has to censor us. They have to. The system must do it because we're doing real reportage. We're breaking through. We're having a huge effect. And if the system can silence us, they can then set me up, put me in prison or worse, okay? So it's a life or death situation. Decide if you're for free speech or against it. Are you with the InfoWar or are you against it? Email everyone you know, Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Yes, we've built in the last 8 years our own alternative, PrisonPlanet.tv, but you've got to pay for the bandwidth through subscriptions. Then we take everything and give it out for free through the enemy's platforms. They don't like it. We're giving them a real run for their money, so spread the word about the radio show. Spread the word if you're listening on AM or FM. The system openly wants to bring back the fairness doctrine on talk radio, and the FCC says they want it over the internet to where I can't have my own political views. We're going into tyranny. Everything that's happening is the opposite of what our founders set up, the opposite of common sense, the opposite of everything good and wholesome. All right, I'm going to go to John, Tim, Trey, Matt, Gene. I want to tell you about some of the sponsors that make this broadcast possible. eFoodsDirect.com, they've got this special running for just, I think, 2 more days. Is it in the 20th or the 22nd? I forget. I hear the ad running. But you can buy 3 of any of their great meal packs and get the 4th free. They've got all sorts of high-quality, different food lines, all made right here in the U.S., freshly prepared. Well, the bananas technically aren't grown here. Non-GMO, non-hybrid. It's all available at eFoodsDirect.com. That's eFoodsDirect.com, the letter E, FoodsDirect.com, banners on Infowars.com, or give them a call, 800-409-5633, 800-409-5633. That's eFoodsDirect.com. Don't wait. It's good to get prepared, not be dependent on the system. And speaking of food, you know, when you drink green food, high-quality green food like Interfood, you absorb a lot more of it than with vitamins and things like that. That's why liquid form is so good. It's got 20 superfoods, 100% organic green superfood energy drink with powerful nutrition for better health, energy, mental clarity, and immune system support. It was even voted best superfood by our friend Mike Adams. And it's chlorella, spirulina, kelp, dulse. Look at all the other great ingredients at Interfood.com. That's ENER food.com or 866-762-9238, 866-762-9238. Check them out today. And don't forget, one of the most powerful things we do is the online video bookstore shopping cart, the Patriot T-shirts, walking billboards for liberty, meet like-minded people. Your purchase of Endgame, Obama Deception, Fall of the Republic, Invisible Empire, Big Brother, the Orwellian Nightmare Come True, 63 documents the government doesn't want you to read, the great chemtrail film, What in the World Are They Spraying? All of it funds our operation, but more importantly, it's tools to then show to others that are ready to be awakened. Infowars.com or call 888-253-3139. The great folks here in my office, we now have, last 6 months, our people here, not just operators, but our folks that know what they're talking about here in the office, 888-253-3139. Or you can also write to us at P.O. Box 19549, Austin, Texas, 78760. Okay, I've kind of gotten a little bit of my ranting out of me. I haven't even scratched the surface. Pigs could grow human organs and stem cell breakthrough. They already got cows doing it 12 years ago. Japan scientists synthesized meat from human feces. I'm not joking. This is digital trends out of Yahoo News. I talked about this 7 years ago and got laughed at. New York Times admits they've got tiny dragonfly drones flying around everywhere. I've even seen some of these things at a protest one time. We're actually just covering the White House and saw little fake things flapping around, and I didn't even attempt to even videotape it. I just said, there's drones. No one will believe it. That was 7 years ago. But here it is in the New York Times. Yeah, we're in Buck Rogers land. John in Wisconsin, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Thanks, Alex. I just want to first say thanks for the opportunity to be on your radio show and get the opportunity to...
You do not need to thank me, as Rush says, dittos. Dittos to you. What's on your mind?
Well, first, also, I just wanted to say that was a great speech you gave over at that Talkers Magazine conference you gave. Very powerful. I really, really wish I could have got to see everybody's faces on all these big celebrities and whatnot, just to get to see how they took to your true passion and your willingness to basically die for what you believe in, and how you were breaking it down for everybody. I just want to say that was some good stuff.
So John, you were there?
No, I just seen it on Facebook. I got the link, and I was able to catch both parts, and it was some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, we meant to get that out. It's just I've got limited crew. We were busy with other videos. So a video about myself has had to wait while I put out all the other important World War III type news and other things. But that video is almost done. And Rob Dew, because we got some folks on vacation today, he's actually in there running the board right now, and he's the guy doing that video. But we'll have it in super high quality out in the next day or two for everybody. Thank you so much, John. Anything else?
Nope. I just wanted to say, keep up the good work, and, we're all here for you, man.
Thank you so much, my friend. Tim, Trey, Matt, Gene, others, your calls straight ahead on the other side. First-time callers to the bottom of the next hour, then wide-open phones, and I haven't even scratched the surface of the news yet.
You've been waiting and waiting and waiting to prepare. And now, it's here now. The huge summer blowout sale at TrueWilderness.com. How much will you save? Up to 70% store-wide. Save this week on Alpine Air No. 10 cans, Wise Food Storage, Berkey water filters, food dehydrators, pressure cookers, Sawyer water filters, and much more at up to 70% off. But only at TrueWilderness.com. This is the preparedness sale you've been waiting for. TrueWilderness.com has every item you need for any emergency. Shelter and backpacks, knives and tools, lighting and radios, first aid, food storage, water filters, and much more. And now, during the huge summer blowout sale, save up to 70%. Call 877-573-7173 or go to TrueWilderness.com. Hurry, call 877-573-7173 or shop online at TrueWilderness.com. This summer sale is going on now through June 25th. True Wilderness, an urban survival company.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Do you want to learn more about preparing for the hard times ahead? Have you ever thought about actually getting off the grid and becoming truly self-reliant? Introducing Off the Grid News, a weekly newsletter for independent Americans who want practical advice on how to survive and even prosper in an increasingly dangerous world. It's the best way to get a black belt in emergency preparedness, survival skills, and off-the-grid living. Packed with hard-hitting information on gardening, food preparation, alternative energy, and home security, there's simply nothing like it. And the best part, this $100 annual subscription is now free of charge. Simply sign up today and you'll also get our hard-hitting report, Food Shock, Why 2011 Could Be the Single Most Important Year in American History to Plant a Family Garden. It's absolutely free for listeners who sign up at offthegridnews.net. That's offthegridnews.net. Get your free Food Shock right now at offthegridnews.net.
I'm going to break down the global attack on free speech, the acceleration in the deterioration of the economy by design, Rick Perry, who the real Rick Perry really is, a lot of amazing high-tech news like new meat being grown out of human feces to be fed to the public, NATO preparing for ground war in Libya. That's now hitting the mainstream news. Of course, we got it to you first right out of our intel at Fort Hood and other bases. Gates warns Congress not to cut off Libya funds. yeah, I got to make sure that we get trained that the president doesn't need congressional authority to go to war, regardless of what you think of the wars. The EU's passed sanctions against Syria. The UN is following, so that war is building up with U.S. ships now massing off the coast in the last week. By every definition, this is World War III. People tend to think of World War III as a nuclear war with the Russians. World War III just means a multi-regional, long-term war with large powers involved over a long period of time, basically. And I'm going to be releasing a special report later in the day on that subject. Also, I'm going to be releasing a special report by tomorrow on Rick Perry and a lot more. But right now, let's go to John and then Tim, Trey, Matt, Gene, Steve, and others. John in Wisconsin, thanks for holding. We just took John. I'm dumber than a box of rocks. It just says fresh list, okay. Tim in Florida, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex.
Hello.
Hey, while I was sitting here on hold, I made a list of things I called last week, and my wife ordered me Calvin soap, so we're a supporter last night for Father's Day. She couldn't think of what to get.
Thank you.
I got, one of the things that you talk about, I just woke up and turned on to you probably a few months ago, but I have a 2004 BMW M3 that I was driving. This is a few years ago down the road. Don't have a phone in it. Back in 04, you either put a phone in it or you didn't. And I'm driving down with the radio on top down, and all of a sudden the phone starts ringing in my car, and I don't have a phone in my car. So I asked the lady what number she called my wife up, asked my wife to call me, and sure enough, it came through over my car stereo, which I don't know how it happened, but somehow that car's wired.
No, so sir. All the cars in China, most of the cars in Japan, and now most of the new cars in the U.S., have boxes built into them that have a computer and a wireless cell phone chip and microphone. That's why you can buy a track phone for less than $10 because the components are so cheap. And so, yes, they're putting spy devices. I just covered that last week. It was in the Epoch Times. People kept wondering how the police knew everything they were talking about in China. And it's because the toll road boxes that the size of a matchbox that everybody's given in China and Hong Kong for the toll roads also happen to have a microphone. And then people said, well, how are they listening? That would take millions of police and spies. No, they have computers listening to what you say, and then it flags it off keywords. It's an audio Google system / NSA system. And so, yes, the smart meters, all under global regulations, all of the new... this is all over the world, new appliances have plugs that have digital chip systems in them where the electricity to your device, not wireless, not, the electricity itself can have government data sent to it, and then the washing machine, dishwasher, computer, it then surveils you. And of course, if that isn't good enough, they have now, by law globally, the new curly-Q light bulbs. Why are those standardized? That certain type of fluorescent, and they're outlawing the phosphorescent, phasing it out, because that then, with the new infrared systems coming out on most of the new keyboards or computer screens, it accesses and hacks your computer with blurb flash orders from the light bulbs. So it's all part of freedom, though, of course, and TomTom's tracking you as well. Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Two other things that I wanted to mention. My daughter...
Stay there. Back in 1 minute. Then we're going to you. We're going to Tim, then Trey, Matt, Gene, Steve, everybody else. We'll be right back. Again, I'm an extremist because I don't like all this stuff.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lungs system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lungs system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lungs system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lungs system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.